Mike the Pundit on the mic for the second game of the final league phase outing before the semi-finals on Saturday and the final on Sunday. But first, for the 2026 Value Jets Cup, and in some days away from now, these two teams will take on the pitch at the Lagos Salami Stadium in Adama Sigba Ibadan for the curtain raiser of NPFL 27. A warm welcome from wherever you are watching us across the world. This is for Shooting Stars' chance to not exit the tournament without winning a game or getting a point. For Inter Lagos, they have a chance to show Shooting Stars what to expect in Ibadan in days to come. Coming through with me on the mic would be Christopher Emilianu, would be your color commentator. My name is Michael Imiavan. We're waiting a game of good quality between these two teams. For Shooting Stars, they are going through their pre-match photographs before they go on to take on these Inter Lagos boys. Inter Lagos are waiting their debut campaign in the Nigeria Premier Football League. For Shooting Stars, they are one of the big boys in the MPFL. Former league winners, back on the continent 27 years after. But back on the pitch, aiming for all 3 points at least. Shooting Stars and Inter Lagos. Our center referee will dot his I and cross his team, and we are underway for this second game of Friday's installment of fixtures in the 2026 Value Jet Cup. Chris, welcome. What are you expecting for 90 minutes of football in this game?
Well, thank you, Mike. It's going to be a very interesting encounter. We look forward to that. Like you said, we're just going to see what match day one of MPFL 27 will be like, and will be the first view, having the first view of it here in the Value Jet Cup. That's what this tournament brings to your table, class and quality, and definitely we should be able to see that between the two sides this evening.
Speaking of the two sides this evening, here is how they've gone on to line up their side. In goal for Shooting Stars, God's gift Elkana. Issa Yusuf will play from the left back. Bolagade Adelowo in the centre back pairing alongside Chikasom Ikechukwu, who we understand have just been signed by Shooting Stars. Aziz Godswill is also involved. Stephen Amos, Kalum Weke, John Mark Hole, Musa Amodu. Promise Awosomi back in the mix for Issa Yusuf. Sticking it for the Shooting Stars team. Lucky Emmanuel now sidestepping the second. Oh, what a save from Favor Bala. That's a very, very good save on Lucky Emmanuel. Was it a case of not being lucky enough or just goalkeeper brilliance? Issa Yusuf, good pass. Lucky beating the offside trap, but Favor Bala says I will be favoring myself to keep this one out.
Lovely starting position for Favor Bala. He got onto the path of Lucky Emmanuel quickly to closing up his chances of scoring that. But that's 2 chances for Lucky Emmanuel in about 2 minutes, and he's missed both. I really do feel he has to work on his finishing at this point. Those were 2 great chances. Yes, the first one maybe called offside, saved his blushes, but he should still be burying that. If that was VAR, that could have probably been a goal. And second chance definitely is worth scoring. He should be doing better.
Inter Lagos in the center area now, looking to beat up from the back. Bonaventure has found his own teammate. Bonaventure in possession for Inter Lagos. That was a very, very good pass to the right hand side, but Shooting Stars are defending this one. Issa Yusuf. Good turn by the Shooting Stars guys. It's really well worked from the Oluyole Warriors. Bonaventure nodding the ball away. It's going to come as a throw-in for Shooting Stars. Bolagadi Adilowo. John Mark. Bolagadi. I promise Awusami has seen the ball taken off him. Now Inter Lagos can move quick and fast. John Mark pressing high. Issa Yusuf taking possession for the Oluyole Warriors. Looking at dribbling to deep blue jersey. Long cross into the box now. There is Bolagade there who is clearing off once. Promise Awusami holding possession. John Mark looking at switching play. He's been fouled in the process. First 15 minutes of football played. Shooting Stars nil, Inter Lagos nil.
Yeah, first 15 minutes, it does look great. Both teams, like I said, no caution here. Looking out to score, and definitely Shooting needs to score. At least they want to go with pride, like I said. And they're looking to score. Lucky Emmanuel not being great in the attacking phase of play, but they've definitely created a lot of chances. That's a foul call on Promise. And I think for the Shooting Stars team, Issa Yusuf has really been exciting for me so far in the first 16 minutes. Played a lovely through ball pass to Lucky Emmanuel for the second chance there. Despite playing as a left back, playing inverted, coming into the midfield, getting things done in the midfield, joining the numbers in the midfield. And it's really good to see a Nigerian left back doing that.
For the Inter Lagos team, unlike Shooting Stars, they already have a point in this tournament. Ball to the right hand side. Still Inter Lagos. The ball has gone into touch. We would be having a throw in. Amos. Issa Yusuf. The pass is pretty short in that instance. The Interlagos team are not afraid to try to stick to their philosophy, their role of play. Amos, pass short one more time. Now they come forward, pressing high. Interlagos. John Mark has seen that press not come through for him. So it means that Interlagos has got an opportunity. That was deflected by Chikasom onto the part of Gus Gifted Kana. Uchenna Unjoku of Interlagos has been causing a lot of problems down this left-hand side. But Bonaventure has stolen the ball off a Promise. Now Interlagos will switch a diagonal to the right-hand side. Looking at bringing Tosin. Issa Yusuf has been beaten this time. Sidestepping 1 second. Doesn't come through. Issa Yusuf. John Mark. John Mark, formerly of Accra United, scored a couple of goals in Abeokuta against Shanti Kotoko in the CAF Confederation Cup. That game, Accra United were exited. And speaking of Abeokuta, we understand that champions of Nigeria, Rangers International, will be playing in Abeokuta for their CAF Champions League game. We also do understand that Shooting Stars might be playing also in Abeokuta. Abeokuta has been very good for Shooting Stars in recent time. They previously defeated Warri Wolves by 4 goals, nearly 4 goals in that game in Abeokuta, when the league body decided to banish the club to Abeokuta because of their state of pitch. Shooting Stars only played 1 game there before returning to Ibadan. Another of the representatives of Nigeria on the continent, Rivers United, already ousted in this competition, while El Kanemi Warriors are not involved. Meanwhile, El Kanemi Warriors will be involved in the NPFL's organized Super 6 in Jos. Shooting Stars are also going there, but going now, I promise Osami for the Shooting Stars team. Promising possession now. Looking to beat his marker. He has sent in a cross without beating his marker. Cross is too heavy. 20 minutes of football. Just in case you just joining us on the broadcast, it is still Shooting Stars yet to score a goal. Same as Interlagos.
And you can see what Interlagos are trying to do. The short passes and triangles in the face of play. Then a sudden burst of change in direction of the ball to the other side of the pitch. You know, trying to crowd one part of the pitch and where it gives you freedom on the underside of the pitch. That's what they are trying to do. And the style of play seems interesting. You know, them trying to cause chaos at one side and give space to the wingers at the other side would be a very lovely tactical sense of play from Interlagos. The short passes again, lovely change of face of play again. I think Interlagos will be interesting to watch when they are comfortable and convincing to watch. On a day that they want to be convincing, of course, but on days where they sit back, it might be trouble for them.
Interlagos looking at keeping possession in this regard. Assistant referee sees no wrong in that phase of play. John Mark has lost possession, but for now it's the last touch coming off the boot of an Interlagos player, which means a throw into the Shooting Stars team. Interlagos looking at building out. Balagadi promised Awosami has decided to go long now. Good vision, I must add.
Definitely good vision. Execution was poor, but great thinking from Promise. One touch to control and the next pass over the top defense of Interlagos. Just added so much weight on the pass, but definitely good thinking from promise. So you can see Interlagos also keeping a very good eye line. I think the Shooting Stars attacker Lucky Emmanuel has been caught offside twice now. So the eye line seems to be working pretty well for them. So Shooting Stars need to work around that. But Interlagos are on the attack now, and this might be dangerous for them.
Corner kick to Interlagos. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. For Interlagos, when they come forward, they look more threatening in comparison with Shooting Stars. The likes of Promise Awusomi and Lucky Emmanuel also trying to do something for the Oluyole Warriors. Uchenna again, like I mentioned. Uchenna Joku for Interlagos. Lucky Emmanuel for Shooting Stars. Either of these guys might eventually get us the first goal.
Well, Lucky has seen 2 chances wasted already. Uchenna has been pretty not bad with his chances. On that occasion, got the ball, cut back into his favorite foot, and almost cut God's Gifts at the near post. Fingertip save from God's Gift saved the day for Shooting Stars. But like you said, Uchenna has been causing a lot of damage on the left side for Interlagos, and he might really be the man to go to for goals for Interlagos ahead of the new season, and he's already showing promising outreach already for Interlagos.
Well, for Interlagos, they would have to try and defend this throw-in from Shooting Stars, who has got Lucky Emmanuel in possession of the ball. Bolagade Adilawa, captain of the side, as there is no Desmond. Pushing, dinking it over. Chikasong, newly signed. Issa Yusuf, good dribble. The fans appreciate that one. John Mark, Ole. Amos. Steven, and now Issa Yusuf. The pass is really good for Lucky Emmanuel. I like the fact that the Shooting Stars midfielders are beginning to find that pass in the pocket for Lucky Emmanuel to run through, and Lucky Emmanuel also ensuring that he is beating the offside trap of Interlagos, and that is why this game, after 25 minutes on the clock, is still goalless.
Well, I think that's down to the attackers. Lucky Emmanuel is the culprit, especially throwing 2 chances away. But like you said, the midfield of Shooting Stars, Kalun Weke and John Mark, 2 players that have got eye in the needle, trying to find that pocket pass into the channel for Lucky Emmanuel, is making those good runs. Just the finishing lacking in the final third, and maybe sooner or later we might be able to get a goal from him, but so far it's really been poor, and probably something Ali Kandil will try to be bothered about, creating all those chances and not getting a goal in the first 25 minutes seems to be a little bit worrying for them. But I'm sure they've got some players on the bench that don't want to try out, some strikers that don't want to try out with this sort of midfielders who are really creating those chances. Last season they had Ayobami Jr. who had the most assists in the MPFL. Probably would have given a clear-cut chance for Lucky Emmanuel by now, but they somewhat have John Mark, who's almost in the same appearance as Ayobami. So let's see. Let's wait and see.
Speaking of Ayobami, it was Shooting Stars who pushed, trying to sign Arno Adi in replacement for him. Couldn't get him. Sporting Lagos eventually got the player in what was a long transfer saga. But in that regard, Shooting Stars have swung into action, and they do have John Mark Ole now as one of the midfield options. Not forgetting Dalatu. Now, who for me in his first game was pretty impressive. Impressive is Bolagade Adilawa, who was key to Shooting Stars last season, as for the first time in the club's history in 27 years. I've gotten a continental slot. Speaking of continental football, we see Shooting Stars, the side who have always appeared on the continent in the 90s for Nigeria. But coming forward now, Shooting Stars looking to strike one. Promise Awusomi, Lucky Emmanuel. Interlagos defending real hard. Uchenna Ojoku looking to turn defense into attack. Uchenna can dribble one, can dribble a second. The ball has rolled all its way back to God's Gift Kana, who has sent it to the left hand side.
Again, decision making in the opposition's box. This time around, Musa Amodu is the culprit. Lovely pass from John Mark, laid it down on the plate for him. I think you just shoot with your left foot. It might be your bigger foot, but still shoot it. Took time, decided to think, and the Interlagos defense woke up to the occasion. But I think John Mark is really living to the occasion of playing that number 10 role, and that number 10 jersey is created a lot of chances already for Shooting Stars, but the attackers have not been clinical so far.
John Mark. Issa Yusuf, right hand side. Belagadi Adilowo, the header. Promise I was on me. Good save from Favor Bala. But a player had caught back for offside. That would have handball on a Promise. I would wait to see if it did. Handball. But I was wondering how he got his head real quick to that. But irrespective of anything, that was a good save from Favor.
Judging with his height as well, Promise could never have got there. But that was good reflective save from Favor. Came out quick from his 6-yard box to get fingertips onto that. So that definitely counts as a good save from Favor Bala. He's got experience, being Plateau United's goalkeeper at some point in time last season, now back in Lagos. He's bringing in good experience, and he's been showing that so far. Made a couple of saves already in this game. Again, Shooting Stars lacking that clinical touch in the final box. It's really something to worry about at this point in time.
At this point in time, as we approach the half-hour mark, 30 minutes of football, Shooting Stars yet to score a goal. Inter Lagos also yet to score a goal. Bonaventure for Inter Lagos, looking to trade a Trivela pass. Uchenna Joko has got Bolagadi Adilowo for company. A corner kick to Inter Lagos. A ball had come off Bolagadi's feet last. Inter Lagos corner kick has come in. Godsgive Kana has picked it up. Now he rolls it to Promise Aosami, who would go 1v1 with his marker. John Macaulay. Promise Aosami. Bonaventure. We've got a free kick for Shooting Stars in the center circle. It's taken real quick. Chikasom locating captain Belagade back to Chikasom this time. Oh, Chikamsu. Chikamsu. Inter Lagos now. Still pushing forward. Good defending to come as a throw into Inter Lagos on the far right hand side. That was very, very good defending from Aziz Goswell. Issa Yusuf is now back to his left back positioning. I maintain, like I've said, all time on the commentaries at the 2026 Value Jet Cup, Shooting Stars have got a very, very stacked squad. But it remains to be seen what they go on to do in terms of picking up points in the NPFL and putting this together as regards team cohesion and getting wins in the NPFL. But while they will be thinking about wins, they will be thinking about how to play Inter Lagos. For now, they are playing them in a non-competitive game. It's a pre-season fixture. They will be playing them on the 28th of August in Ibadan in a competitive game. That will be the first game of the league season. As we have played 2 minutes on top of the half hour mark, let's quickly check on some of you guys on the broadcast. We've got Mohammed Yaro saying let's go 3SC. Gentility 20 is saying Inter would definitely do well in the coming season, no worry, but still a proud fan of Rangers Football Club. Amorodion says Shooting Stars going forward, striking! Lucky Emmanuel again. We would check that again on replay. Issa Yusuf had possession of the ball while I was trying to read out some of our comment. Look at that interchange of passer between the Shooting Stars player. Oh, what a strike. But then, I'm talking about the first goal. If you had hit that on target. Lucky will convert a goal soon. That is coming from Akikumi Bolaji. Adeni Majakudumi is also on the stream. Victor Makefa is saying kudos, guys. I miss y'all. Oh, Victor was your color commentator and also one of the commentators for yesterday's game. I think the game involving Rangers, if I'm not mistaken. Victor Makefa. On replay was Issa Yusuf's effort, which was just fistling as he was trying to find his way into the back of the net. But that didn't occur. Tiski is saying, Mike, talk about 3SC's pursuit for a new coach. Well, we understand that the 3SC are looking at various opportunities in the coaching market. For a fact, they are exploring to see if they can get Imama Makpakabo. Yema, which is the assistant coach at Rivers United, Yemi Daniel, was linked. But he has come out to release the statement yesterday to say he would continue with Rivers United. So the options are really little for Shooting Stars. But what I can confirm is that the club are pushing to find a new coach. One of the key reasons the club parted ways with Nuri Aweru due to, according to the statement, mutual consent, mutual agreement to part ways with the coach was also bearing in mind that if this mutual termination does not happen now and is being delayed, it might cause a problem during the start of the new campaign and also on the continent, speaking about September. So Shooting Stars believe that this preseason they've got ample time to get a new coach. So it remains to be seen the coach they would get, while some quarters are saying maybe they should just go ahead with Ali Kande. But I'm going to ask Chris, if you are the sporting director of Shooting Stars, which coach would you go all out for and bring to Ibadan?
Pretty difficult at the moment, you know. There's a lot of coaches that could have been Shooting Stars coach right now, but they're not good. They already moved to Caterpillars. Kennedy Boboy has got experience already with Bendel Insurance, Usman Adbala, now with Ranchers Bees. So it's pretty a very short list of coaches that they have right now, options that they have right now for ahead of the new season. But like you said, Imama is a good option. He's been with Abia Warriors a few seasons now. Wanted to leave sometimes last season, but they blocked that transfer. Talking about Abia Warriors on Imama. So Imama was definitely going to be a good signing for them if they can seal him and get him off Abia Warriors. I think there's some link also to Sadisu Yusuf. But I'm not sure they will want to go for an aged coach like Salisu Yusuf. You know, they have a young team, young sports director as well, and the chairman is also very young at heart. So they will probably want someone also young to lead them ahead of the new season. But speaking of the options, I think it's going to be a very long list to look at for Shooting Stars as they search for a new coach.
Shooting Stars searching for a new coach. Shooting Stars searching for a first point at the 2026 Value Jets Cup. Castro United Castro United on the stream is saying 3SE needs someone creative in the midfield. But they've got plenty of options in terms of midfield creativity, midfield creation, and trying to. I mean, we just talked about the pocket of passes coming through from the midfield. I think it's just a matter of time. There is a lot of problems for MPFL teams. In fairness, there's a lot of problems for MPFL teams if Shooting Stars get the midfield cohesion and also translating into the attacking foray. It's a very stacked squad. I've said it from the first day of this tournament.
Definitely. We've seen already the midfield is trying to key in just another good example. That's a lovely pocket pass there as well, and they've done that several times in this game already. John Mark and Callum Wake trying to find those channels and pocket spaces, thread the pass through the eye of an needle. They've been doing that, so I don't think it's a problem with creativity. If Lucky Emmanuel had been clinical, probably have gone 2-3 goals up right now. So it's not a problem of creativity for me. I think it's a problem of finishing, and that's not just the Shooting Stars problem. In my own opinion, I feel it's an MPFL problem right now. The league doesn't really produce lots of goals, and that's down to the quality of strikers that we have currently in the league. Because there were times where you had Mbauma, the young Mbauma, Emeka Obioma, when he was with Eyimba as well. So it's not a really problem of creativity. Another pass from John Mark there. Lovely pass over the top. Lovely pass.
Lucky Manuel looking to still keep this one in play for the Oluyole Warriors. It's now send the ball back now for Bolagadi Adilawo. Bolagadi, captain on the day. His ball to Issa Yusuf has been picked out. But picking out a shot that is always going wide was Chikamso. Okay, Chris is of that tribe. What does that name mean? Chris does not know. Surprising. Maybe Chris is just like me. If you ask me to speak my language, I might struggle a little bit. It's funny, right? Ayobami Amiri, I hope that's correct. He's saying that I am disappointed with the performance of my darling 3SC at this competition. It is not impressive at all. I hope things would improve when the season starts. I want to believe things would definitely improve with Shooting Stars. All they just need to do is to get the right mix. Shooting Stars preparing a substitution. We understand. Coming on would be Alade Balogun, and going off would be Promise Awusami.
A surprising substitution from Ali Kandel in that one. Promise has not really been poor in this game. If anyone was poor, I would say Lucky Emmanuel, but yeah, he probably knows best. Just trying to try out Alade on the wings as well, because I know Alade from his Kudusite days is a number 9. So let's see what he will produce from the wings. But Promise had not really done badly so far before being taken up. Probably injury worries. You never can tell. We'll have to confirm that.
Wow, we're waiting to confirm that. We can confirm that it's still goalless between these two teams. With just 4 minutes of regulation time on the first 45 to play. Speaking of that throw-in, referee adjudged that to have been taken late after the 8 seconds rule for the throw-in to be taken. But Adventure, this time Shooting Stars. Back on the stream, Oladokun John is saying, let's go shooting. Issa Yusuf knows how to strike one from long range. He does strike this time well wide. Very good coverage and lovely commentary. Big ups, guys. That is coming from I Abugu 9034. Israel Alawode says a shot that is always going wild. Wide. I see. The AZ294 Sporting, best team in Southwest right now. Sporting better than these two teams combined right now. Sporting Lagos fans always everywhere. And thank you so much everyone joining us on the broadcast from wherever you are around the world. We've got over 170 of you guys joining us for this live stream of the 2026 Value Jets Cup. A short pass intercepted. Good vision there. But Inter Lagos are trying to come forward now. It's rare to see them push in this regard. Kamal Lawal bringing it back now for Lasukomi Shijwadi. Shijwadi still in possession. Locating Kingsley Agabi. Issa Yusuf has picked the ball now. We look to drive from the defense, trying to turn it into an attack. As dribble one, turning two. It's now sends in a very good cross. Issa Yusuf, very, very impressive.
Very impressive. He's so calm on the ball. He uses the ball so well. Sometimes I'm wondering if he's actually a left back. He plays more like a midfielder. Lovely usage of the ball, quick fits, and lovely vision as well. He probably should fit in well into a midfield position if the coach are willing to take a risk. I think he's really, really going to be a good addition in the midfield for Shooting Stars. But as a left back as well, he's brought a lot of quality and lovely calmness and usage of the ball to the team so far.
Cross comes in from the right from Inter Lagos. Issa Yusuf. No, Issa Yusuf for me, defensively solid, going forward, also brilliant. It's really rare to see an attacker go past Issa Yusuf. You have to do a whole lot of work. Shooting Stars have gone on to win a free kick. That's coming off the boot of newly substituted Alade Balogun. Alade Balogun replacing Promise Awusomi. Interesting to see that Promise Awusomi, who has been substituted, plays at the right wing. Now Lucky Manuel. Lucky! Oh!
Unlucky.
Oh my days.
Lucky is unlucky.
There would be 60 seconds of added time. Still goalless between these two teams. We've not really had plenty stoppages in the game. No wonder the fourth official has signaled for just a minute of added time. Olagade, Uchenna Njoku are cleared off there by Chikamso. First 45 minutes in which I'm seeing Chikamso in this shooting team, it looks very, very assuring. Uchenna Njoku cuts back is good. Issa Yusuf is there, even better with the clearance. Bonaventure has controlled the ball for Inter Lagos. And now Shooting Stars have picked it up in the center circle. Lucky Emmanuel will look to beat through blue shirt. Through ball forward now for Alade Balogun. But that action will be the final one of the first 45 minutes plus 1 minute of additional time. No goal to separate the two teams. Shooting Stars have seen plenty of the ball. Lucky Emmanuel, lucky in some instance. For Inter Lagos, Uchenna Njoku has also been threatening. But we would not threaten you with the broadcast stoppages. But for now, we would go on an halftime break. Halftime from the Remo Star Stadium in Ikene. It is Shooting Stars 0, Inter Lagos 0. We would see you for the second 45 minutes. For the second 45 minutes, welcome along everyone. It is still Shooting Stars who are yet to score a goal against Inter Lagos in our penultimate game of Friday's final league phase games. Next would be RBI Warriors against Remo Stars, but for now, goalless. Second 45 minutes is now upon us. We've played just 25 seconds of the second 45 minutes. It is still Shooting Stars who are cladded in their all-white jersey with a stripe of blue, playing from right to left, while for the Inter Lagos team, they are playing from left to right. Second 45 minutes, Chris, what are we expecting from this second half? Are we going to see goals or goalless outing?
We should be able to see goals. I think the coaches would have spoken a word or two to their strikers, especially Shooting Stars. Lucky Emmanuel was wasteful in the first half. I'm sure Ali Kandel would have pointed it out to him and told him, we need goals, man. I think for Inter Lagos, they will need to play more attacking football now. You know, they've not really been bad in this tournament. A little bit of 1-0 losses, narrow 1-0 losses, but they also want to bow with pride. But Shooting Stars especially need to bow with proud. Their fans are disappointed in their performance in this tournament, so they need to produce something that the fans can cheer on as they depart this tournament. And some substitutions as well for Shooting Stars. In the second half, Christian Emmanuel coming on as well.
Inter Lagos are looking to push Shooting Stars back. They own possession now from the right hand side. Inter Lagos cuts back is good. Comes straight to the man in the box. Strikes one. Inter Lagos are claiming for a penalty, but that will not happen. We've got a Shooting Stars player down on the deck. Attention of the medics will now be called upon.
And you can see the Inter Lagos trying to get the first goal. First time beating Issa Yusuf 1v1 there. Quick chance, ricochets and blocks in the box. And at the end of the day, defender got a hit on the head and the referee stopped the play instantly for the medics to come on the pitch to check him. Still down, still being checked. Like I was saying, Shooting Stars made a few substitutions in the second half. I can confirm Christian Emmanuel is on. And a few other players as well. We'll have the confirmation in some seconds. But yeah, we should be expecting a goal or two in the second half. Inter Lagos has started excitingly already. And so let's see what Shooting Stars will bring to the table in the next few minutes.
Inter Lagos are pushing forward. Bolagadi claiming for the Oluyole Warriors. Now the Inter Lagos boys appear like these first 5 minutes of the second half. They are really much interested in playing the football. Issa Yusuf down again on the pitch.
He was certainly plunged on there by the Inter Lagos attacker. Yusuf has been one of the exciting players to watch in this game, so I really do not want to see him leave the pitch.
Inter Lagos, 50 minutes on the clock. 3SC yet to score a goal, same as their opponent in Inter Lagos, who has seen themselves win the ball. But this time for Issa Yusuf, rolls it all the way back to Elkanah. God's gift. Chagan Abbas has switched to the left this time. But keeping the ball in play are still Shooting Stars. Laying it off now for John Mark, who can strike. Oh, my days.
One touch too many. One touch too many for John Mark. Should have taken that first time after the first touch. Tried dragging it along to his path. Look at that, was a lovely pass from Alade Balogun. One touch, take it out. And give the defender a chance to recover there and squander that chance. But that was good play from Alade Balogun.
In comparison with the first half, Inter Lagos appear like they are trying to find that defensive shape. This time they look much more open. Jamak has removed his leg from that tackle. He wouldn't like to get injured with just weeks before the start of the season. Starting off with an attack from the left-hand side, cutting his own feet. Emmanuel Christian. Issa Yusuf is still clutching his back. We wait to see if he would be able to continue. For now, we are continuing play. Inter Lagos owning possession now, trying to go past Chikamso, who did a very, very good covering of the ball there.
That was good defending from Chikamso. Inter Lagos trying to use the absence of Issa Yusuf on the pitch. Ball over the top into the channels, but Chikamso recovered well to block any chances from the Inter Lagos team. And you were asking Mike, the man of Chikamso, did my research, and it means I'm following God. So Chikamso Ikechukwu is following God from MPFL, in the MPFL, from Ayimba, title winning team with Ayimba, Bahrain, and back to Shooting Stars in the MPFL. So it's truly a man on the road.
A man on the road is what Christoph just said. But for now, Shooting Stars would be on the road after this ValueJet pre-season tournament. They would be going to Jos at the new Jos Stadium to play in the NPFL organized Super 6, trying to disorganize the Shooting Stars defense. Inter Lagos are coming forward. A beautiful footwork there from John Mark. Trying to sidestep, move around at the Inter Lagos back line. So Shooting Stars have a free kick with 55 minutes on the clock. Free kick to Shooting Stars. Kalu Weke easily to the ends of the goalkeeper. .10 minutes of the second 45 played. Shooting Stars nil, Inter Lagos nil. Shooting Stars are searching for their first win and a final one at that at the 2026 Valley Jets Cup. And no matter the result, Shooting Stars are already out of the tournament, meaning they can no longer make the semi-final spot. But looking at making it a first goal of the game, Inter Lagos, good defending from Shooting Stars. Golagade Adilawo has lifted the pass onto the head of Alade Balogun, who is looking to sidestep one, sidestep the second, but ball is now in possession of Bonaventure for Inter Lagos. Inter Lagos now from the right hand side. The ball has gone into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Shooting Stars team. Long one forward from Alaga Kendi. Free kick against Shooting Stars. I thought he had a very good angle of that. He has in the process fouled Tosin Oshoma. Tosin Oshoma is still down the deck. That foul was from Alade Balogun of Shooting Stars. So what that means is it appears that Lucky Manuel has been substituted.
Yeah, he has. Alade Balogun now leading the line. Like I said in the first half, I know him to be a striker, not a winger, so he's not being guarded by Christian Emmanuel and Alaga Kende on the wings, and that's Shooting Stars attacking trio. Then behind them we have John Mark, Callum Weke in the middle of the park. And Xavier Francis also been thrown into the middle of the park now, so it's some fresh legs on for Shooting Stars as they hope to get at least something to cheer on from the 2026 Valley Jet tournament.
Well, we're still waiting our first goal in this game. In the first game of the day, it was a 1-0 victory for Rivers United against Doma United. Maybe we would see another 1-0 victory in this game. Quick, let's check through on our live stream. Some of you guys are already dropping your comment. Emmanuel 2867 is saying nice coverage and commentary. Thank you so much indeed. Prof Kayode says another grandchild from Lagos. They play good football. Wish them well all through the season. Falano Pamileri, I love your commentary. Love you guys. As Sakpa Opara says, the CAF Champions League. I want to believe the CAF Champions League is talking about Rangers and Rivers United. Shooting Stars will be playing in the CAF Champions, in the CAF Confederation Cup. I beg your pardon. Content writing X9C says very commendable. I'm very happy to see this. Kudos to you guys. David Balogun is having a very, very good feel of Yusuf Issa. Victor Makefa, God gift. Victor Makefa also says God gives God's will, following God. Nice one, shooting godly stars on God. Plenty of prayers needed for Shooting Stars. Most importantly, they will tell you to pray, and Tunisian clubs are coming. CX Fascian versus Shooting Stars. Can Shooting Stars do the nation proud?
Well, it's quite questionable. The performances doesn't look convincing at the moment from this particular tournament. But the last time Fascian were in Nigeria, playing Yanagua, and Bayelsa United got a 1-0 victory over them. But second leg there, it was a total. That was a chance thrown away. And Uche now Unjoku still causing a lot of troubles from that first half. He got into the byline there, got the ball, got the cross into the box, got gifts, punched it back into the danger zone. That chance should have been taken. Wayward strike, and they come again. Interlagos.
Interlagos coming again. Another very, very poor strike from the Interlagos team. Toby Warawan. That effort means it's going to be a goal kick for Shooting Stars. God gives a corner. Play on call there by the referee when many in the stadium thought he would be giving a free kick to Interlagos, but Shooting Stars have been very huge in their defending. Shooting Stars in possession. Left the ball forward, couldn't find a player in white. For now, holding possession is Tosin Oshama for Bonaventure. Back to Tosin. The Interlagos team with Tosin this time for Favor Bala. Favor Bala to Bonaventure. Chiemela. Agbolagade Adilawa looking to steal the ball off the Interlagos team. This time it comes as a throw-in for the Shooting Star side. Throw-in taken by Agbolagade Adilawa, who has rolled the ball and winning the free kick for his side. Shooting Stars. Agbolagade would look to take the free kick this time. A free kick on the far right hand side, 64 minutes on the clock. Shooting Stars will look to open the scoring in this game. There are 6 white shirts in the box, so it doesn't beat the first blue shirt. Interlagos pouring forward now. We've got 2 Omonio on the left hand side. Omonio is shaping up to shoot, but he has a poorly shot that into the Keneskai.
Interlagos have got 2-3 chances here. This recent one cut back onto his right foot and was way wide off the mark. And in the past 2-3 minutes, they've got chances in the opposite half, but decided to shoot from way off outside the box 18, and it's been wayward so far. I wonder what the coach has told him to do. Maybe try to shoot from outside the box, and that's a lovely pass. If it's not offside, yes, it's been flagged offside. But they seem to be now getting settled into the game than they did in the first half. Interlagos, they're beginning to attack more, possess the ball more, and try to get past the eye line of Shooting Stars defense as well. Or for Shooting Stars, it's not really been the same performance like the one we saw in the first half, but they are still pushing.
Pushing to get the first goal of this game will be from this set piece situation. We've got Gali Faki. Well, in terms of the team list provided by Shooting Stars, just number 8 is Gali Faki, but I'm very sure I know how Gali Faki looks.
It's confusing right now. It seems like probably a mistake from the team manager with the list he gave us. But it does look like Issa Yusuf has exited the pitch. He probably didn't recover from that back injury he suffered earlier on.
Substitution now, we can confirm. Gali Faki is coming on correctly this time. He is going to wear jersey number 719, while also James Nampedi is also involved for the Oluyole Warriors in terms of substitution. Enough time after we've played 7 minutes on the hour. Enough time to quickly check on our live stream. Over 185 of you guys joining us on this broadcast. We say thank you so much. Wale Fallowday saying great commentary. Thank you. Hilarious Hallelujah says nice coverage. We appreciate you. Samuel SA17 saying it's a draw game here. So he's saying that this game will end in a draw. But looking at Atacom, 3-1. Flash that one just in front of God-given Kana. It appears like God got a very good view of that ball.
I definitely got a good view of the ball. Uchenna Njoku cutting again into his favorite foot. You know, it's a different thing when you want to use the inside of your foot to get the call onto the ball. And this time, Njoku decided to go with the laces, and definitely that will drift off your target, and which it eventually did. So, good intent, but bad execution once again from Njoku.
Good intent, bad execution, but the Oluyole Warriors we look to finish this one on the good side of 3 points. Gali Faki. Yeah, very sure of Gali Faki this time. Very, very brilliant player on his day. Attacking, defending, always giving 100% to the Shooting Stars badge. It's very easy if you don't support Shooting Stars and you're watching Shooting Stars for the very first time. The top 3 player you would quickly notice, one of them definitely will be Gali Faki.
And I think ahead of the new season number 2 should be Issa Yusuf. Faki on the right, Yusuf on the left. You're definitely going to notice them.
That is why I keep on mentioning that the Shooting Stars squad is very, very stacked. What the new coach would do with the squad is what we do not know yet. Now Inter Lagos will try to make a cross from the left-hand side.
Again, wasteful from Njoku. Lovely pass to find him in the first place through the eye of the channel. Just stay calm and be patient on the ball to get better better kick of the ball or better cross into the box for your strike partner. He rushed it in Joku, and it was a virtually wasteful opportunity for Inter Lagos. Another ball through the channel there. Njoku on the ball.
Njoku has got time to himself. It's coming forward now. Shooting Stars, good defending. It's picked up by Inter Lagos. Referee say no problem about that. First touch, heavy. Balagade Adewola own possession now. Shooting Stars will look to break on a very sharp counter attack. First touch is good. Onside. 3 white shirts against 2 blue shirts. Now they make it 3. Inter Lagos. Execution again with the cross ball.
I like a Kane there. I don't know what to say. He's been poor since he came on. Finds it hard to beat his marker 1v1. Finds it hard to get across a 10-year pass to his strike partners in this situation. Lovely pass from John Mark there. Just had one job to do. Find Xavier Francis, who is on the far side, unmarked. And he couldn't do that. Just tells you a lot of story about Shooting Stars.
Aledi Balogun now for Shooting Stars who look to strike away. Ball was always sailing wide. A good opportunity there for the Shooting Stars team. James couldn't find the back of the net. A big opportunity for the Oluyole Warriors. Hilarious Hallelujah is saying nice coverage. Wale Falode says good commentary. A Noble Paul or Jim Adu says Mike Dupont, great commentary, thank you. Kudos to the media team. The data consumption is minimal. Oh, that is coming from Ade Wale Olaniyi. A draw game here from Samuel S.A. I beg, make them carry Faki and Mansour enter. Mohammed, your plea has been heard by the technical crew. Gali Faki is now on the pitch for Shooting Stars. And rightfully so. He's the one in action on your screen. Asas Okpara is saying, is Rivers United out? Yes, 100% Rivers United are out of the tournament. They've got 7 points now. So either of Remo Stars or Abia Warriors can also go 7 points. So that would ensure that Rivers United can no longer make it to the semi-final. For now, Sporting Lagos are confirmed as a semi-finalist, same as Rangers International. Olado Kunjon is saying these Inter Lagos are wasteful in front of goal. 3SC to the world.
Well, both teams have been corporate, wasting chances in front of goal. If you met the first half, you'll have seen Lucky Emmanuel squander a lot of chances. And in the second half, maybe a little bit of fatigue, maybe laziness from the Inter Lagos players. But they've also been very wasteful. Not just finishing, but also even creating the chances for their striker. So it's a balanced wastage here we've seen between Shooting Stars Sport Club and Inter Lagos, the newcomers to the top flight. And this is going to be a big chance. Oh, what is ref going to give? I feel he's the last man. That should probably be a red card.
Well, we await the referee decision on this one. But he's only going to brandish the yellow card for Bonaventure. For that, a foul. The yellow card will be for Toby on the foul on Alade Balogun. Tosin Oshomo. Tosin Oshomo. Seeing his name into the referee's book.
And Mike, it seems interesting. This has been the year we've not really seen red cards in the Value Jet Cup tournament. The past 3 years or 4 years, it's always been a lot of red cards. I remember the first year about 4 or 5 red cards.
Yeah, lots of that. And speaking of red card, in the first opening game of this year's edition, Manuel Lisa got a red card inside just 10 minutes. Inter Lagos are preparing our substitution now to come onto the pitch. Will be Aliu Awal, and coming off is Gonya Makinkpelu. James, it's heavy and wide.
Black's technique. Good opportunity for Shooting Stars. I think they've taken 2 free kicks from good positions. Callum Wake, the first, straight into the keeper's arms. And this one way wide off the mark. Probably that needs more practicing from the player. But I think the Inter Lagos coach will be happy with what they've seen so far this second half. The response from the team, they seem to have been overplayed in the first half by Shooting Stars, but they've come out now, tried to create a few chances of their own, although being wasteful, but they have tried to match Shooting Stars toe for toe in the second half. And with this performance, I really feel the first match of the season, the new season of the MPFL, will be a very interesting one in the battle.
Well, on the balance of play, if I'm to call it early, I think Shooting Stars will win that game in Ibadan against Inter Lagos. Because when it comes to playing in Ibadan, you need to not just play against the 11 opposition. They've got a 12th man. The fans always in support of the darling Oluyole Warriors. So I think the fans backing would help them. And by that time too, I want to believe that the cohesion which we're talking about in terms of Shooting Stars stacked team should be better than this. Evidence is also their philosophy, style of playing this game very different from their first game at the tournament. So after their first game, this is their 4th. It means they are learning game on game. They are beginning to find the right mix, the right balance. And also the technical crew are looking at different centre-back pairings. In the last 2 games now, I do not think Desmond has started the last 2. Inter Lagos, who are going to be having a debut campaign. Many kept on tweeting at me to say, Mike, we do not have news of Inter Lagos transfers. It's pretty rare. What sources have informed is that Inter Lagos are building, and they would use most of the young boys who are unknown in the NPFL. But what we know is that we are approaching the 80-minute mark, and that would ensure Shooting Stars substitution, like I said, different centre-back pairing to get the best bet, the best mix. Means the substitution coming up next for Shooting Stars is Monsor on for Chikamso. Inter Lagos have also made a substitution of their own. To come on for Inter Lagos appears Temu. But for now, it's Monso. Just to come on, he's got 10 minutes, a cameo appearance for him. Monso Ali for the Oluyole Warriors. Monso started the third game, if I'm not mistaken, for Shooting Stars. Defeats. Back on the stream, we've got show one day Ayomide saying it is Koyum, not Goyum. Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Prof. Kayode is saying Interlagos claim they will win in Ibadan. Oya, encourage. Abalaji Rahim agrees with Chris on the broadcast, saying that last man tackle should have been a red card. Maybe because of preseason, lenient for the Interlagos Tosi or Shomo. For now, Bonaventure is in possession. Ball now rolls its way to Interlagos with Lasuko Mishijwadi. This time they come forward, looking to beat one, sidestep the second. Throwing Shooting Stars. Xavier wins the throw. 9 minutes of action left to play. Shooting Stars nil, Interlagos nil. A free kick for the Oluyole Warriors in the half of Interlagos. Interlagos called Interlawa or Interlawa. I need to be very sure of that nickname.
I think it's Interlawa because
We are Inter.
we are Inter. That's what it means. Yeah.
We are Inter, the stadium in which we're playing. They call themselves We Are Remo Stars. Remo Stars, after winning the Nigeria Premier Football League, are now relegated to the Nigerian National League. It means this edifice you are watching us from would be made use in the NNL. For now, a team that has just come from the NNL to the NPFL are Interlagos. The debut campaign awaits them. And what a way to start with a visit to Nigeria's traditional side, former league winners, Shooting Stars of Ibadan. Shooting Stars versus Interlagos, 28th day in the month of August 2026, the curtain raiser of the NPFL 2026-2027 campaign. Running through the grass, trying to raise the curtain against two blue shirts was Gali Farke. In that process, he gets a free kick that has been quickly taken all the way back now for Monso Aliyu. Gbolagade Adelowo. Interesting that Gbolagade Adelowo seems to be pushing high up in the right centre back position. But with Toby for Interlagos. Toby still intercepted. I do think the attack of Shooting Stars has fizzled out a bit in the first half. Lucky Emmanuel had the chances, but for now it's not really been smooth.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel the substitutions have dampened things a little bit. The energy has really been withdrawn, and the players who were really making things happen in the middle of the park for 3SC, Callum Weke, John Mark, Lucky Emmanuel, Issa Yusuf have all been substituted now, so the energy has really been dampened a little for Shooting Stars. Well, you can't blame the coach. You need to try out all of the players, and this might just be a deadly chance for Interlagos.
Chance for Interlagos. Monso Aliyu is there to clear for the Oluyole Warriors. Gali Farke, beautifully done. Always a delight to see him on the ball. This time, Gali Farke, yet again, taking his time. Good defending, Interlagos. Interlagos now 5 minutes left of regulation time to play. Looking to beat Givekana from long range, but that would not happen. Shooting Stars.
And it does seem Gale Falke is playing in the middle of the pack as a central midfielder. That's really interesting. And it's good to see that the coach are really
Mansour Ali thinking one, but in this process has allowed play to roll now for the Interlagos team. Can they make do of this one? Still Interlagos pushing forward, looking for a cutback. The cutback comes, Galifake is there to avert danger. All of that has come from the making of Mansour Aliyu.
is not really a player who has been really full of confidence, Mansour. And again, that showed with that error that almost led to Shooting Stars conceding in the latter stages of this game. So next time it's preseason, you want to use all of this to build the confidence. Probably has to learn from that, Mansour.
Audacious effort there. Galifake. Galifake has been everywhere on the pitch.
I think he's got the freedom to roam from the coach, so he's exploring the options. He's got energy, so I'm not surprised.
Zero surprise from Chris in terms of how Galifake can play, wants to play. A chance now for Interlagos. They can finally get the winner in this game. Still Interlagos! God give a Kana. Really brilliant save from God give a Kana. That would have been, should I say, smash and grab from Interlagos. But for now, they got a corner kick.
Great save from God's gifts there. Stood tall. And the striker used every energy left in him to take that shot, but God's gifts just stood tall there and saved the day.
The day is still alive for Interlagos, but caught back as a foul against Interlagos. So it means it's going to be a free kick. Mansour Ali control well. Agadi. Mansour Ali. Now Galifake inverting into the midfield area. Interesting note from the Shooting Stars technical team, looking at using Galifake in a more different role. Yeah. Maybe we'll see that often in the NPFL, but pushing forward now. Shooting Stars with James. The cross is really brilliant. Deflected for a corner kick to the Oluyole Warriors.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier Falke playing in the middle of the park as a central midfielder. More like what you see with Rhys James at Chelsea, you know. And he seems to be taking the chance well. He's got the energy to run up and down, cover spaces for the fullback. So it's really good tactical trial from the Shooting Stars team. Corner kick, well defended for another corner for Shooting Stars.
15 seconds before the 90th minute mark. Now let's quickly check on some of the individuals on the live stream. Another corner kick, Shooting Stars way. We're now on the 90th minute mark. We would be having 3 minutes of additional time. 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes for Shooting Stars to find the winner. And also 3 minutes for Interlagos to find a winner. Galifake. Shot simple. Back now for the Shooting Stars team. Owning possession. The pass is poor. Goal kick.
A very poor pass from Francis Xavier there, trying to reverse it back, but not runner at all. You should have seen that there was no runner in the channel. They had a chance there to get something from the game, and they squandered it.
Mansour Ali. Now this appears like we might just be seeing a goalless affair. Should be the third goalless outing, the second goalless outing at this tournament. I'm very sure there is a goalless outing. J-Sam came, then we began to have a goalless outing. Two of them, this will be the third one if this scoreline stays. Well, interesting note that whenever we have a new color commentator, we always have a goalless outing for their first game. Ariel Samuel, first game goalless. Chris, first game goalless. Good legs, guys.
At least the points for Shooting Stars, so I brought luck for them.
Yeah, rightly so. I believe that. I would take that as a positive. On the stream, we do have people still chatting with us. Over 210 of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Quickly, let me go through one. Mido0080. He's got the logo of Shooting Stars as his profile picture on YouTube. He's saying 3 years season playing impressive football, expected of a continental team. Asakwakwara says, which stadium would Rivers United and El Calimeros use in the CAF competitions? For now, we do not know the stadium they would use. They would communicate in days to come. But it appears they might be playing at the Nest of Champions in New York. Okwayemi says, Inter Lagos are not creating enough chances for their attack. A yellow card this time for the Shooting Stars man. And the yellow card is for, well, on the team sheet we can see Galifake. Wrong. I'm very sure I know Galifake. Why is Dendo throwing clubs in the Value Jets Cup? Asapa Okpara. Well, last time out we had Almeric join us. Showande Ayomide says Mike can't just hide his likeness for Faki. Yeah, he really is a player I love so much. Very, very impressed with his football. Always giving 100%. Galifake. And Nere Kingsley is saying, I thought Remo Stars game was supposed to start. Oh, wow! Inter Lagos have hit the woodwork while I was going through the comments on the live stream. But the danger is still not entirely averted. Galifake owning possession for the Oluyole Warriors, who could look to break one. Final chance of the saloon for the Oluyole Warriors. Now they come. Right hand side. Pass is good. Depth run. But straight into the hands of Galifake, who still keep possession for the Shooting Stars team. Galifake ghosting past one side. Stepping the second. Now Shooting Stars can bring the ball to the left hand side. Shaping up to cross infield. But referee says that would be that. End of proceedings after 93 minutes of football. The team from Ibadan has failed to score a goal, but do finally have their first point of the 2026 Value Jets Cup. For the team from Lagos, they have another point on the board. Also, they failed to score a goal, which means full time from the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikene. It has finished as Shooting Stars nil, Inter Lagos nil. What this means for the table is that Shooting Stars would have 1 point and are officially out of the 2026 Value Jets Cup. For Inter Lagos, they would go 5 points. That also means they might just stand a chance slightly of making it into the semi-finals. But for now, Rivers United have got 6 points, so it means Inter Lagos are also out of the semi-final. Thank you so much indeed from wherever you've watched us across the world. Shooting Stars nil, Inter Lagos nil. This is the size of our package. Michael Emiavan alongside Chris Emionu have been on commentary. Coming up very shortly is a game between Abia Warriors and Remo Stars.